relatives, kiddies, has teddy bears. She brought one round to my house the other week. I left it on the driveway and I didn't see it. When I left the house in the car, I drove over it. And I feel really bad now. My family's daughter is that upset. She's crying all the time. Now, I've told her I would buy another one. And she says no, she doesn't want another one. She wants the teddy back. So, I've agreed to pay for an operation for the teddy. And I just hope the teddy makes it. Because I'll be so upset if the teddy doesn't make it. The family's daughter would be really upset if the teddy didn't make it. Her little face was a picture. Not a good picture, that is. Not a good picture at all. Not one good picture. But things do happen. We do make mistakes. I killed a teddy bear. But all going well. It'll be okay. Will you all pray with me? Please? Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. I've just found another use for the toothpick. Makes a good scratch. You have to be gentle though, but it's quite nice. You ever noticed the simple sounds of a cardboard box and a toothpick? What sort of old antique sort of furniture or vases or something you've got that have been handed down? Really? Oh, how'd you look after that? Oh. Do you have to take it somewhere to get it cleaned specially? No. Ah, right. You've got somebody that comes out and cleans it for you. That's very wise. That's very, very wise. That must be quite expensive though. Is that right? Not that bad. Quite interested. I might have to look for somebody like that myself. Do you know, I've just realised we can talk about anything, can't we? Doesn't matter what it is, we can talk about it, can't we? Yeah, I agree. You agree as well. Happy about that. That means you've got a trust in me. What you didn't have a while ago, did you? No. That's good then. Um, how about a little light in your eyes? Yeah. The things you can do with a little dentist mirror. So, I really need to get a little bit more tidying up done. Would that be okay with you if I do a bit more tidying up? Are you sure? Yeah. Thank you. We can carry on talking while I do it. Oh, just found my paintbrushes. Not just one, or two, or three, or four, but five. I nearly said toothbrushes then. 5 paintbrushes. This is a random thing. It's part of my dentist stuff that I've found from a long time ago. It's got a bit of an abrasive tip. I wonder if that's some sort of self-grinding on the teeth. It's quite rough. Have you ever met anybody who can say, or who says they can disappear, as in magic? Have you ever met, or do you know somebody who says they have magical powers, that they can disappear? Have you? I have. It's a bit of a, well, not I'll say he, because it was actually a she, but you couldn't really tell. He was a she or she was a he. He was a she. She's really, really nice, very polite. She'd do anything for you. She'd give you her last penny. But she wasn't all there. She used to say, "Now you see me." She'd do all woo. She'd walk out the door, close the door and say, "Now you can't." The thing is though, she actually believed it. Speaking of that, it's quite a strange little thing, isn't it? Life, people, we're all different for a reason, aren't we? The world would be, the world would be a very dumb place, very dull place even, if we were all the same. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sometimes, though, sometimes, and I know you agree with me, sometimes it does make you think, why are people so different? Sometimes people are so different that it makes things awkward. Oh, I'm glad you agree. I am glad. Do you really think so? Go on, carry on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You've hit the nail on the head there. You've hit the nail on the head. I never actually thought of that. I'm quite impressed you thought of that, actually. I thought you weren't listening to me. No, I'm glad then. I'm glad. My little handies are starting to get a bit hot in these. I'm going to take them off. Ooh. Now we can blow them up. Simple things entertain simple minds. Anyway, do you really want to? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't have a problem. We sort of random speaking or random facts. Random facts. Just bear with me then, I'll have to find. This is slightly unprofessional, but I will have to find my paperwork. And would you believe it? You sat on it. Just sit back for a second. Lean back, sorry. Oh, that's alright. Are you comfy again? Good. Right. The highest point in Pennsylvania is lower than the lowest point in Colorado. Sorry, things are falling off the floor. Oops, careful. The shortest war in history was between Zimbabwe and England and lasted only 38 minutes when Zimbabwe surrendered. I wonder why they surrendered. Why would you surrender after 38 minutes? Really? Do you think so? Yeah. Oh. I wouldn't have thought of that, but there we go. Right. A dentist in the 1850s named Robert Arthur was the first person to use gold as a filling in your teeth. Did you know a pig gives us more products out of itself than any other animal in the world. It's a good job you're not a vegetarian, isn't it? An electric eel produces around 400 volts. A crack of the whip. To crack a whip, the tip of the whip has to be moving faster than the sound of speed. The speed of sound. Sound of speed. Sound of speed. Or speed of sound, whichever you prefer. Oh, I'm dropping stuff again. Did you also know that it was a dentist who first put chewing gum? It was a dentist who first put sugar into chewing gum. And that was actually in 1869. Yeah, you're right. How ridiculous is that? A dentist now go mad over sugar, and it was a dentist who put sugar in chewing gum in the first place. The average person is 1/4 of an inch taller in the morning when they get up than at night when they go to bed. I really have to sort this workspace out of mine. It's actually quite a big area, but I've got that much stuff. You can't fit anything in. Right. Did you know you're more likely to get stung by a bee in winter when it's windy than you are when it's calm and sunny? All Australian banknotes, you probably know this already, all Australian banknotes from the $5 bill to the $100 bill are all made of plastic. Something else I've found out, and I find this really strange. St. Stephen is the patron saint of bricklayers. Please leave me a message if that's not right. It seems a little bit hard to believe, but there we go. Mary Stuart, the Queen of Scotland. She was first made Queen of Scotland when she was 6 days old, but only took the throne when she was 16. Could you imagine that? Being the Queen of Scotland at 6 days old? Man, you know, that's a pretty silly thing to say because you wouldn't even realise, you wouldn't even know, you wouldn't understand. But at 16 years old, that's still very nerving. Still makes you think. If you travel from London to New York via Concorde, you will actually arrive in New York 2 hours before you left London due to the different time zones you went through. Canadian researchers have found that Einstein's brain was 15% larger than normal. back to chewing gum for a second. Did you know chewing gum was the first product to ever have a barcode? The word nerd. Nerd was very popular 10, 15 years ago. You don't really hear of it now. But the word nerd was first coined by Dr. Seuss in If I Ran a Zoo. Beatrix Potter. Everybody knows Beatrix Potter. In 1902 was when Beatrix Potter first made the children's story Peter Rabbit. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Strange one, but in ancient Rome, it was considered a sign of leadership if you were born with a crooked nose. Are these okay for you? Are you sure? We could change and go on to something else if you'd like. Anything you want? Or shall I stick with the random comments? Okay, we'll stick. We'll carry on for a bit longer. Karaoke. Did you know in Japan, karaoke means empty orchestra? It took Leo Tolstoy 6 years to write the book War and Peace. The most money ever paid for a four-legged friend, which, I'm speaking from a farmer's point of view, a cow, was $1.3 million. $1.3 million. Must have been a good cow. Makes you think why somebody would pay $1.3 million for a cow. Would you actually get more than $1.3 million back after you'd done what you did with it? Off supermarkets? For some reason I don't think so. E.T. Did you know E.T.'s footsteps? That's not the right noise, of course. But E.T.'s footsteps were made by a woman in the sound studio squishing her hands in pots of jelly. The three best known Western names in China are Jesus Christ, Richard Nixon, and Elvis Presley. Did you know that Charlie Brown's dad was actually a barber? Mars. Scientists have found out, well, they've known for a while, but they've recently made it so common knowledge that they've recently released it to the general public. Mars has a volcano. The volcano is 16 miles high and between 310 and 370 miles wide. That's one big volcano. one big crater, a volcano. The great picture Mona Lisa. The great picture of Mona Lisa. Due to X-rays, scientists have shown that underneath the top picture of Mona Lisa, there was actually 3 more pictures of her underneath that one picture, that one piece. That's probably why it's so famous, because it stands out to you, doesn't it? I've never actually seen it in real life. I've only seen it in magazines and TV. The largest wave ever recorded was in 1971, and it was 85 metres high. Now you think 85 metres isn't actually that long if you run it, but if you think of vertical, oof, that's high. Right, well, it's reached that time again where we're going to have to separate and meet again. Yes, that's true. I know. You are doing very well. I am very impressed. Now just remember, this was brought to you by myself, the Coffee Whisperer. I hope you enjoyed this, and please like and subscribe, and leave me any comments. Leave me any comments that you wish. Feel free. I will reply to them as soon as I can. Bye bye.